Rut roll. Rut roll. Champagne Sloppy is upset. What else is new? As he has an epic meltdown over the fact that steak owners, mainly Eddie, is not apparently living up to the standards of the contract in which he engaged. Sound pretty typical, right? Well, let's get into this further, because you're going to find this quite interesting. Shouts out to Chig Smooth for what he uncovered as well and unearthed in this situation. I see they're trying to keep people from seeing this video. Wow, nothing surprises me now. Nothing really surprises me. But when we look at everything on the table, we can see this is exactly where it is. He says, oh, let's talk about it, Cino. Let's start the intro already. All right, let's drop the intro. Hi, I'm Carcino. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world, and I'm just giving my 2 cents on it. Go in and do a raid at someone's house, but you don't have an arrest warrant for them. Now, the artist formerly known as Drake, or currently known as Drake, is upset. He big mad at steak. All the videos he was doing had the steak logo on it. Soda's Academics. He's got his little deal with steak. Everybody was getting a piece of steak, right? This is a crypto gambling company. What's up? Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Now, steak is an endorsed crypto gambling firm. And way back in 2023, when Drake was partnered with these people, we had to tell people about gambling crypto people. They're some of the biggest crooks in the game. They made a living off being creeps. They made a living off being someone off the scales, doing things to get numbers and going through different practices to get numbers. They don't care. Now, here's what I know. See, Drake endorsed this company, and they were hit with lawsuits over the use of the name back in 2023. I knew it was problems then. But it gets hotter. It gets hotter. Because while doing all of this with these owners, Champagne Sloppy himself didn't understand that this crypto gambling firms founded by the Australian billionaire Ed Craven, and they signed Drake to what was supposedly $100 million crypto deal with like an investment in it. Was supposed to make him all of this money, him driving and marketing the promotion. Now, this is a very risky platform that he's doing because the trading platform at that time in the federal court lawsuit, they wanted to stop the steak brand within Australia. Steak the casino is barred from using their services in Australia. And they said they built up a reputation with Steak's name within the country, and that the crypto gambling firm uses misleading information for consumers into believing the two are branded and connected. So a share trading platform under the same name said they don't want any connection with them, so they wanted to bar them for providing their services in Australia altogether. And they didn't like the fact that they believe that their firm mislead the consumers into believing everything was the same, which I showed you. Gambling sites and stuff like that, they are cutthroat, shady people. A lot of them use cutthroat ways. So it's not a surprise to see what's happening to Champagne Sloppy right now. Now, with that being said, we move forward. And as we move forward, what was pretty much not known before, now it kind of remains the same.
But not when it comes to Drake. Last night, Drake went on this streamer's chat. His name is Trainwreck. He's actually a huge streamer and Drake rocks with him. Drake got in his chat to let people know that he's not on good terms with Steak and their owners, at least for right now. Now, this crash out is so bad that even Drake fans are telling Drake, bro, you gotta take a mental break, brother. What's going on with you? Drake went off on the two founders of Steak, Ed Craven and Bijan Tarani. Drake put a picture of Eddie and called him a snake. Then he went on to say, Eddie has been dissing the Owls. Fuck Eddie. Fuck this goof. If Steak is the Warriors, I am Steph Curry. We win chips for the last how many years? The owners get rich as fuck and makes us run suicide after practice still, eat granola bars for meals, and take the Greyhound bus to games. Fucking goofinos.
Now, Drake talks as if he's a boss, but he's complaining about saying they're making us run laps and then they're not giving them any money. Well, here's the thing, Drake. Say, Drake, I see you like dumb. You don't get mad at a contract that you've already signed. Be mad that you were stupid enough to sign the contract. You were stupid enough to sign a deal that you didn't understand. See, I understand what they're doing. And it's a shame that this is another example of you not having proper representation. Now you got to run laps, Sloppy. And the reason that you have to run these laps, Sloppy, let me tell you something clearly. Here's why you have to run laps, Sloppy. The reason that you have to run laps is because you have not yet figured it out. The problem that you have engaged yourself into is a commonality problem. And the commonality factor in this thing is you. You don't seem to get that you can't do what you want to do, but what you're doing is putting yourself at risk. You know who had this same thing happen to him and it ended up being a complete scam? It was Floyd Mayweather, Tom Brady, other people who have backed these crypto companies who said they had the money, right? And what they find out, and you gotta vet people. Not saying that they don't, because they're funded by a billionaire. You are running into major discord. Okay? You're running into an issue in which you're going to be faced with down the road with other factors of detractors taken away from you. Like you did something that was counterproductive to the company because you're with Kick/Stake. You had gotten in trouble with Kick for jumping in there, claiming that you were just helping out a person with that they knew when you were on that monkey app. But when you start going on these platforms, these other gamers, right, and start doing giveaways, that pissed them off. You're not supposed to do that. And the fact, Sloppy, that if you had a real team behind you, Sloppy, they would tell you how risky this is with you advertising gambling to when most of your audience are teenagers, teenage boys and girls, people who are under the age, legal in gaming, age to gamble. So being a professional singer and all of this, it's a dicey area of you misleading young people into gambling. Next thing you know, there's a class action lawsuit saying Drake got my son into a gambling addiction. You are putting yourself in a very liable situation. And if you had a team around you, they would say you have to be careful how you navigate these ads because you're doing all of this advertisement on platforms with people who are teenagers are present, like Aiden Ross and all of these other platforms. Their demographics are mostly 17 to 21 and around that age, some even 16 and 15-year-olds. So while you're marketing this, remember, you're pushing this narrative into a realm of underage illegal gambling. And when they do, the feds or whatever, do their investigation and their due diligence, and they decide we got to handle this and step in, you will be roped into the crypto lawsuit that takes down Stake, make them have to go through an investigation, an audit, everything. The fact that if Stake was in the United States, it would have already been raided. Clearly. It'd have been ran through by now. Now, here's the major problem on the scale. See, when you decide to go up against something that's pure and you don't understand it, this is the narrative that you are stuck with. You see, Sloppy, these people were never your friends. It's a business for them. And you are there to drum up business. And you're going to start gambling on the app and all of this, losing fake money. And they're going to be asking, was this money real? Was this money fake? So you were misleading people to join a gambling site. These are the type of questions you're going to be asked when you are in question, when they bring your ass in with Eddie and everybody else. when this is done. Because when everybody gets started and they start vetting this company while you're crying for your money and begging Eddie for dollars because you don't like the contract you signed, just like with UMG, you're crying because you want deals like, why didn't I get Kendrick deal? You're not Kendrick. You're Drake, remember? You're supposed to be the boss of all bosses. You control all.
Oh shit, that's a new one. I'm about to add that to my repertoire.
Don't do
Fucking
that.
Bijan is on a boat with DiCaprio, tripping on ketamine, wearing on running shoes, and the worst shades known to man. Then he tells Trainwreck, "You are the Jordan, I am Steph." The point is, Bijan is getting a piggy bank from Tobey Maguire right now in Ibiza. And Bijan wants smoke with me, and I am about it. Fuck them. They want smoke with OVO, so it's up. Spit in the face. We built this shit, and they treat us like shit still. So as you guys can see, Drake is spiraling.
Oh, he's spiraling. We built it and they spit in our face. If you built the game in sight, right? And you were bragging about how much money you were going to get and you were going to do all these different things. He's like, I was never allowed to push the affiliate. No, you were never allowed to. It's not in your contract. You can't push an affiliate brand. You can't do anything. So you are talking about this is an unfair contract. If you don't like the contract, you shouldn't have signed the contract. Whoever your business manager was got you signed up into this. And guess what, buddy? You're roped in. So you want to try to tear down Steak? Good luck with that, Sloppy. Good luck with that. Now, when they get you out of the NBA, which is what they really need to do, you know, they just don't care about Toronto right now. So for them to say, oh, Drake's going to the game because he's got part ownership. So you have an obligation to pop up and make so many appearances. And then they keeping your nightclub in there. The NBA soon is going to think about taking that away from you. They have the right of refusal. Well, that's why Missouri, right, he's gone. Missouri is gone. Mm-hmm. But see, this is all Drake's responsibility. This is his fault he's doing these crash outs. He doesn't understand because he knows he needs this money. He needs to keep that money coming in. He needs that wagon to keep pushing out that revenue. That kick. If that revenue ain't kicking in and he's not getting that money, oh, everybody is going to be in question. Everybody is going through the whole gambit. I tried to tell people a long time ago, don't count somebody out until you know their situation, until you know what all is on the table. Everything that you see on television, the majority of it isn't real. And because it isn't real, a lot of people get lost in the illusion. Yeah, he's lost. He's like, what? Who argues on a gaming site? Because he's trying to show, and he's trying to dirty the waters. The OVOs. No one's over there.
Once again, and he's having money issues with yet another company. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is actually concerning. Did Drake wake up one day and realize that Stake has had him in a 360 deal? Now, I saw somebody say, yes, Stake gave Drake a lot of money, but he lost it right back to Stake because the slots are rigged and a scam. There's a reason he's angry with them. I saw somebody say, yes.
Yep, look at him. Sloppy doesn't know what he's doing. Sloppy has a mad gambling problem. So Sloppy's mad. That Stake ain't staking them. They ain't staking your financial losses, buddy. They gave you the money. You blew it. Now watch. He gonna call an investigation in the state.
Stake gave Drake a lot of money, but he lost it right back to Stake because the slots are rigged and a scam. There's a reason he's angry with them. He has.
Yep. Yep. He promoted Stake and is left with $0.
Promoted Stake and is left with zero money. Now, I don't want to make any wild speculations here, but somebody got to go figure out exactly how much money Drake has lost on Stake. For Drake to be this upset that he goes online on a chat in the stream to go put them on blast like this, you know he has to be down a lot of M's right now. And I thought it was interesting for Drake to say, we built this shit and they treat us like shit still. Now, I could be wrong, but before you take any kind of deal, don't your lawyers tell you the terms and conditions to whatever contract you're signing?
Depending on who you're signing with. And this goes to further show you. Champagne Sloppy don't have a real team. Champagne Sloppy is looking mad sloppy right about now. I mean that with all sincerity.
Drake has been signed to Stake for a couple years now. What changed between last month and this month? If you guys watch UFC, you guys know Drake normally bets on every card. But the last fight that happened on Saturday, Drake did not post any bets from Stake. So maybe this is just Drake trying to posture to get a better deal from Stake, or maybe he knows Stake has him in the fucked up contract and he's hoping if he disses the owners long enough publicly, they'll eventually let him go from his contract. So let's sit back and watch how this all plays out. You guys get in the comments below. I will update you guys if any.
Drake is basically trying to get them to let him out of this deal. Drake is playing an extortion play. It's a sabotage extortion play. And let me explain to you how it works. If you don't let someone out of your contract, you blow it up. The Kanye West with Adidas. You blow it up to the point they let you out your contract. They either give you what you want, even though you signed, because they don't want you sabotaging the company. They make an agreement and where you could step away. But you can no longer talk bad about steak or try to make the people who are here, leave. So they agree to a buyout price and say, here you go. Goodbye. And that's probably the deal that Drake wants. He wants a deal like that. Now, why is a deal like that important? A deal like that is important because it holds weight. It holds a lot of weight. %90 of these dudes who got these deals, they don't understand them. But they should have had some type of legal representation. They should have their manager, have legal look over it, but it depends on what's in the deal. There's probably nothing wrong with the deal on paper. You never know you're dealing with shady people until you're dealing with shady people. But from the beginning, 2 years ago, they went to federal court over the name. So when State went into a lawsuit over the use of its name and Drake signed up for it, I wonder what Academic's going to do. Hey, Ack, you over there too now. Don't think they hadn't noticed. All y'all with your happy dads. Yeah, it's a matter of opinion. But when opinion becomes fact, this portion of it is not what they consider hip hop. So it might not be the deal. That's the problem. The problem is who they dealing with. And the problem is you don't like the terms of the contract because it was the small thing in the contract that you ignored until it started to block other things that you might wanted to do because you didn't understand it. And now you can't have any other affiliate that you can promote. It's probably costing you a lot of money. And now you're pissed because you're locked into this stake situation. Now you're going to be running to the feds because you ain't fed. They don't want a couple of toes. They want the whole leg. Now, for years, we've seen countless artists. They come in the game and they say, well, this is what I want to do, right? It's put before them. They give out a plan, a layout, and they say, hey, this is what I think. This is what I know. This is what I want to do. I want to do. Now, when you get down to the stasis of it all, what is the main picture that everyone seemed to forget? They seem to forget that Drake not only is engulfed in all these lawsuits, he's losing millions of dollars that he don't have. You're losing millions that you don't have. You know how expensive this lawsuit was? And I told you, y'all keep thinking. See, I want Drake fans to hear this. Drake fans, y'all need to hear this. You need to hear this because it's clear. And it's so true that this is why you need to hear it. It's the solidness of the truth. Here's why you need to hear it. Because Drake just might not be smart and might not make smart decisions business-wise. He just might have a gambling problem. He has an ego problem. He has an identity crisis. He has a lot of things going on with him that is not beneficial to anything that he is trying to do conclusively. Now, we have been on the record stating people need to expand their quality. They need to expand their quality with their brands. They need to expand their quality of knowledge when it comes to business. I'm not saying that Drake needs to know all and all. And if you're a Drake fan, you're a Drake fan. But understand this. Understand this. If you're a Drake fan or you're not a Drake fan, you need to understand this. Just because you may like the way this sloppy dude right here rap, don't mean he know everything about everything. You like his songs. Good for you. I can't stand this mother. But okay. You might like his music, but let me tell you something. Your liking his music is not changing the facts or the narrative. The narrative about him is he's a scumbucket and who's bad with losing, can't handle losses. And here he's losing in courtrooms. This whole UMG battle is not going to save him. He's going to lose. And he's going to lose millions in lawyer fees. And they're taking him for a ride. You have a lawyer that's you probably have a team of lawyers at that firm, which is probably 4 or 5 lawyers. One is making probably $6,000 an hour. Another guy that's making $5,000. Another guy's making probably $18,000 an hour. This is real talk, people. That's why they don't understand or get it. If people understood or knew, if people understood and knew what they were getting themselves involved in, then they would proceed doing the tactics and the notions and all of the things that they need to do. but they don't follow suit doing these things. He's made life difficult for himself. You know, he doesn't understand that you're severing ties from a lot of people you have relationships with in the industry and outside of the industry. Other people were friends with you because you could provide something for them. They're not genuinely your friend. You have to learn that the hard way. So when you get yourself involved in see, people don't understand is that to us, Drake is rich. Drake is loaded to us because we don't live that lifestyle. The lifestyle that Drake lives, he is in a position where things around him, his cost of living is very expensive. He has homes that he has to pay for and mortgages and taxes. That's why he has the ranch and stuff in Texas. He's trying to do something smart for a change. But building that house in Canada where he lives and all the money it cost him, he tried to get out of all his California homes and give up all that position because he needs the money. And when you are somebody who don't indulge in any type of like extracurricular activities such as he does, you're looking at Magic City, all the clubs he went to, all the bottles. You're looking at 60, 70,000 a night spent. Magic City, strip clubs. To get a table in some places is 10,000 for the table. 15,000, 20,000 for the table. Now you're paying for your buddies, all your homeboys, their crew. They got houses. They don't even do anything. What the hell does Baca do? I got the weird case. That's all you do. Baca got a weird case. We already know that. But why is he around? Now you're paying for Baca house, Baca cars, Baca's everything. And that's just one Baca. How many Bacas do you got on the damn staff that you're paying for that ain't bringing no money in? Buddy, Diddy lawyers charge about, to get Mark Regos, you're going to need probably about $100,000 retainer. So that's just to retain them for your case. So, and that's just for Diddy's lawyer. His retaining fee is probably like $100,000, depending on what it is for criminal. You can get a good lawyer that, depending on your case, that's probably $950 an hour. Some make $400 an hour to work on your case. So depending on your case and what you need them to do, you're going to want somebody to handle it very smoothly, and that's it. No, he doesn't transport anything anymore. All this does is, he's just someone that's there that can cause Drake a lot of problems. Now, this thing with Steak, you have to start evaluating your friendships with people. You have to start putting yourself in a position for you to win. You're going to have to make changes, Drake. Drake got to make changes, but you can't make changes unless you change yourself. And right now, you're not showing that you're a person that could change. And you need to show that, because right now we're seeing the immature, I'll do anything for $1, and I really don't like you, Drake. And he's coming off as bitter because for the first time in his life, he's being shown people don't like him. And he's seeing that, and he doesn't know how to react to it. When everything about you and your success has basically been manufactured, that the people that like you have to really, really think about it now. Like, what did you actually create? We don't know now. None of us do. Best I Ever Had, your breakthrough song, that was somebody else's song, apparently. Song was supposedly going to be given to Lil Wayne, and then at the last minute it was turned around and giving it to you. His insecurity has always been there. And because of it, his music is affected. It always hurt me to see people not represented the right way. Especially if you're in this business, you want to see people, flourish to their highest purpose. Because the game is full of leeches and serpents. I think it's about time the teachers are learning. And you might have been right. Because, see, the thing about Drake that makes it even worse is he believes his own hype. When someone believes their own hype, it's really hard to help him. He believes his own headlines. He believes he's not at fault. He believes this is all Steak's fault. We built this thing and they spit on us and we're running laps. You shouldn't be crying on social media chats if you call yourself the #1 artist in the world. No. How many of y'all still think Drake is a great artist? That was you, Outlaw. Y'all were OVO'd out. And the reason that this is being brought to the forefront is very clear. People need to know the truth. And when people don't get the truth, they live in the lie. I swear they live in the lie and they never learn. We've seen it happen too much. And when you see it happen like consistently, you can't help but point the finger and say, oh, there it is. There it is again. How many times we got to see it fail before we say, you know what, this might not work? We've seen it fail already. We know what we're talking about. We're not sitting here saying, oh man, Drake sucked because the Kendrick Lamar battle. We're saying Drake sucked because of the way he handled all this. Everything that went down and has proceeded with the battle, him not being able to take a loss, him with this doggone goofball named Top 5, all of these things that have happened from the album release flop that he dropped and threw out with Party just so he can go on tour because he needs to make money. So he had to throw a part out there. Then he going after LeBron James because LeBron James is in the video. You supposed to be my friend. This dude, you know, he was going at it with Dylan Brooks. He mad at Dylan Brooks because Dylan Brooks is with the girl that he spent all this money on. RZA said this dude was foolish in the battle. Foolish. That had nothing to do with anybody else. That has everything to do with the person. They said he was foolish in this battle. We told him a year ago. Every time he ran it and went on a rant, it put him in a bad light. And I told him, academics and Maul can't save you. He went to Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross can't save you. all the things with the women, all of it, it's all coming down at once. But he created this situation. Right. Nicki don't really rock with him like that. Mm-hmm. Well, when people get it all figured out, then they can make their own assessments. Yeah, like they say, but until then, this is the narrative. Oh, we've told you all about his ways. It don't stop. I had to fight a little bit to get in here, so you know what's the powers that be still at work. Champagne Sloppy and them still trying to stop some. Yep. Yeah. So, my good people, I just had one question to really ask you. Maybe two. Maybe five. Really one. Why is Drake in St. Barts with Diddy's daughter? Wow. Somebody proposed that to me and say, what was he doing there? Yeah, what is he doing there? Why would Drake be over in St. Barts with Diddy's daughters? That just looked foul. Very. But, people, I understand. I saw it myself. I understand how y'all might feel. Okay? I understand. I get it. Trust me, I do. But I see right now they're doing another number when it comes to my videos. And my reach. Whenever I mention Drake's name, we're starting to see that right now. You're seeing it. First line right here. Now, everyone says this looks bad for Drake, the whole nine, and like, why would he be doing this? All of these questions was coming my way. So I decided to find out and get the answer for y'all. And that's why we're doing the video. It's not going to be a super long live stream. I just really wanted to illustrate to the rest of the world what was going on, what was happening out here, so everybody know what time it is. Now, yeah, a lot of people felt a certain way about it. Like they were feeling really like, this is kind of cringy. I was like, all right, well, let's get the intro. Then we'll go from there. I'm Carcino. Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
No one knows Carcino and none of these.
There's so much going on in the world. You already did the intro. Best or whatever. Delilah, Chance, and Jesse Combs. They arrived at the Louise Via Roma for UNICEF, the winter gala that they had at the Hotel Amarats in St. Barts. on what's that? December the 29th in 2022. Now, what they do is they basically raise funds for UNICEF projects that they got going on around the world. And they have an auction with a dinner that's for everybody. Drake performed there. Lenny Kravitz performed there. They had Diddy, Rita Ora was there, Naomi Watts, Luke Evans, Carolina Kurkova. All of these people were there. It was a whole Discovery celebrity list that was there. So Drake was there to perform at the gala. So when y'all brought it up, I went to research what was actually going on. And went off the rails. That was that's Wayne. Let's say Tahiti, Tawiki, Taiki, Taiwiki, whatever, and that's Rita Ora. They were there at the same event. So I just went and looked it up and said, well, let me find out what's going on before people jump off the rails. So they showed up on the red carpet, whole nine. Oh, yeah, they all were there taking parts. There's Naomi Watts and her husband. She didn't split up with Ray Donovan. There's Lenny performing that night. So it wasn't as if Drake came there to be with the daughters and all this stuff. There's a lot of supermodels, rich people here at the event. Oh yeah, see, there it is. The daughters who showed up there. Luke Evans. And whoever the hell this guy is. Some guy named Joe Palmer. Carolina Mendez. So as you can see, this is for UNICEF. Okay? This is UNICEF's program. The concert is a front. I mean, hey, a lot of it is. A lot of these events are fronts. And then that's Layla DePina. And look how she came dressed. Ready to go. Oh, she's getting ready for the Diddy party. I see why Diddy was there. I know why Diddy showed up, because that's why I would have showed up. I've been like, okay, Diddy. All right, I get it. Now, that picture just looked wrong. Like when you saw it, it made your stomach turn. After all of the things that you heard about Drake, once you start hearing that, it just make you look at things a little different. But I'm here to tell you and call it 1,000. You know, he took a picture with them because they probably was fans. But in the light of everything, when you look at it, you go, ugh, it's kind of cringe. So I'm like, look, these are like some teens. I don't know, it could be a grooming in progress, but you know, here he wasn't doing anything. You know, like he didn't go all out of his way to get around them or anything. He was basically doing what a Drakester would do. He was performing, doing his job, doing what he was hired to do at said time. So there was nothing weird about the Drizzy man on that call. But everything else, hey, how you doing? That's good. See, kids out here, my neighbors. I'm not running over there to take a selfie like old Drizzy. Oh yeah, I'm kind of just stopped at this photo because I felt it was way more appropriate for me. But no, because of the things that's been happening with Kendrick, somebody tried to post this as if it was new. Like this just happened now. And I'm like, there's no way Drake would do such a thing, especially in this climate he's in. So I went and investigated it, checked it out, and this post is from 2022, the end of 2022. So he was there to perform, and they came there with their father, who was on the list. And this was at the UNICEF gala. All the supermodels. Young and old. So there you have it. Well, the thing is, being a Drakester, you know that Drake operates in a format that is catering only to himself. We know this. We don't get excited about it. We don't feel up or down about any of it. We just understand it as, well, that's Drake. And the fact that, you know, Diddy kicked his ass last time around the bend, you would think he'd be like, look, man, I don't want to be around nobody. You know, you get your ass kicked. You know, this is Diddy whooping him years ago. And it was cool that they come to an understanding. Leave other people's women alone. It's as simple as that. Leave other people's women alone, Drake, and you would have a much healthier life. Matter of fact, you would have a much healthier outcome in everything, leaving other people alone. Hit the like, people. Hit the like button, good people. I mean, Diddy done whooped this dude, and then he over there with the daughters all hugged up. It's a bad look. The man that beat you up, everything. Embarrassed the hell out of you. You had to run and get another man to do your fighting for you. Then you had to put out a song to diss Diddy. They was like, Drake gotta put out a song, but don't you respond to. So now y'all back friends again. So that tells me one or two things. That you cool with the butt whooping that you got. And that's cool, because most people can't take a butt whooping. Somebody said, nah, Sino, he was plotting. He was plotting to get them. But now, since Kendrick dropped Not Like Us, yeah, Sino, that stopped all that. He got to move different now. I agree with that. Except for, I don't know if he was plotting there. I don't think he's plotting on Diddy's daughters. That's too much exposure. That is way too much exposure for old Drizzy man. That's too high profile. So if you thinking about why was he there and all that, he was performing just like Lenny Kravitz, and they probably Drake fans. They young, them young girls. So I will give Drake credit on that one. It's nothing crazy about what he was doing there. This time, Drake is innocent. From what we see. Everybody else looking at it is like, see, no, you blind. he plotting. Look at what he doing. I'm like, all right, I guess so. I'm blind. Because to me, it just looked like he's at his show. They hired him to perform at the UNICEF Foundation. And you're right. Somebody said that's a front. It is a front. Most of these charity foundation fashion shows are fronts. So are they going after the entire organization, or are they just targeting Diddy? Mm-hmm. Now, when other people are saying, mm-hmm. Now, I was on a situation where, well, I was not on, but around a situation where this situation right here was like looked at bad. Like, it's a bad look. He got a forced smile. No, that's usually he's having the greatest time of his life smile. Now, once again, people, this is from 2022. So this is floating around right now. It's not current. This is from December 29th of 2022. Drake was there to perform at a UNICEF function. They were one of the people that were in attendance. They came with their father, Diddy. Diddy was there at this place too. Plenty of fashion supermodels and all of these people are there. The rainbow is in full effect. And Diddy's daughters happen to be in attendance. So everybody made a big deal about it. So I investigated about it because somebody on TikTok or something did something and trying to make it look, why is Drake with Diddy's kids? So, if you see it on TikTok today, everybody think it happened like 5 minutes ago. They can show Diddy doing something. Why is Diddy here? They'd be like, damn, I thought Diddy was in jail. See, that's just how people brains operate. They just can't process that this might be something old or something that's not current. So I went ahead and found it, investigated it, found out where it's from, and all of that good stuff. So yeah, he's innocent this time, So even though his team is trying to sabotage this video, they thinking I'm going to say something crazy. I'm actually in here defending his weirdo ass. Absolutely. Now, well, yeah, now if you look back at it, ain't good. Yeah, it's not good when you get hit with some, say, Drake, I hear like I'm young. You better never go to cell block 1. Yeah, none of this is going to look good when that hit. So the next chick talk to me in love, just make sure you have a little sister from her. When that hit, ain't no damn way. After that hit, it's over. Exactly. I mean, he been Cassie before. Drake didn't been Cassie. Drake used to be Cassie. He know all about it. He was the first Cassie. He was like, ooh, I remember that ass whooping I took. Then it broke my arm. He caught me off guard. And Chubbs didn't even crash nothing. Everybody gonna look at everything. That's what this is the sneakiest, dirty, Homeland Security, boy, they are some sneaky, dirty, you know what. But I don't want them on my back. Leave me alone. Ever since Drake got wop, 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 he been quiet. He ain't going outside taking no pictures with people like that. You see his pictures don't look like that no more. He all cheesing from. He can't even take no photos like that no more. That's what that wop do. They're like, what happened to that boy? He got hit with that wop. Like, what? Yeah, got hit with that wop. That changed your whole attitude, boy. Better get you some act right before you get hit with that wop. You get hit with that wop. See how he cheesing farm right there? You get hit with that wop. Now look at him. See? That's what happened. You get hit with that wop. Look at the face. Look at the difference. See how he cheesing over here, having a good old night. Look at here. That's the after effects of that wop. Ain't no fun in him at all. He ain't happy to be there, nothing. He feel like this is an obligation. That boy got hit with that wop. So, once again, if y'all just got here, please hit the like button. We're here to clarify things. We didn't start this. We're not trying to tear Drake down. This was already on TikTok and everywhere else. People flying with it like this is brand new. It is not brand new, people. Drake and Diddy's daughters, he met them while he was performing at St. Barts. They were there for a charity thing with UNICEF. He was there performing. Lenny Kravitz was performing. That's why they were there. Look at that. That boy got hit with that wop. See, he was in good spirits then. After that song came out, that boy looked old, face sagging, looking like a light-skinned dentist. That's what happens when you get hit with the wop. And then this thing here, it's an innocent photo. It's him taking a photo, just smiling, and then he's moving on. That's it. I don't think he's stupid enough to mess with Diddy's kids. That's too much exposure. Even if he said he was grooming them, that's a big mistake. You wouldn't even mess with them. You leave them alone. That's too much exposure for Drake. He ain't gonna take that kind of risk. No, sir. He gonna sit back on that one. Plus, Diddy is right there. So I'm quite sure he watching Drake too. Because Diddy was right there with his daughter. Aubrey don't want that baby oil. Yeah, shoot, he don't get that baby oil treatment for real. When Diddy get her, yeah, come party with me, Drake. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is what it is when it comes to this situation. It's crazy as hell. Oh, he gonna be on his best behavior around Diddy. You remember J. Cole and Diddy got into a fight. A lot of people forget about that. J. Cole and Diddy got into it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just want to paint this narrative with fake pictures and everything. No. If only people understood and knew the essence of what this truly represents. Once somebody's arrested or go through something, they go back to their old stuff.
Somebody know for dinner a couple months ago? Yeah, I saw that. He told me, gave me piece of advice and said, I've been documenting everything in my life since 1992 or whatever.
You see? When somebody gets knocked or they fall down, everybody got a story. Everybody then saw something. Everybody said, I remember. And that's why they do this, man. That's why these governments use the internet. They weaponize the internet and go online and say, I need to be a part of this. But there's nothing strange here going on with Diddy. I mean, with Drizzy and these daughters. I don't see nothing really strange. I don't. If it was something strange, I would tell you 100%. Straight up, I would. 100% tell you. No, he was just there for a concert. All right. So,
Make sure you hit the like button.
So over frosted flakes, and we're streaming live.
don't want nobody, you know, we want to get it said. I adopted you like Madonna adopted kids and everybody else adopted kids, Charlize Theron, everybody that's ever adopted Sandra Bullock. I adopted you because I felt that you could, you know, enjoy also having a black parent to take care of you and help you out. So, just clarify it because it's crazy out here online. So I played with the kids. I got permission from your mother. Say all of that.
What?
It's crazy out here.
I met Jesse and Lila when I was 6 months old.
6 months.
And then basically I always come over.
Yeah. And it's Ada Brioni Combs. Come on. Let's go.
Have you met Diddy?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What was that look?
Yo.
What
They
happened?
partied.
Explain.
He's a cool friend of mine.
He's
One
a
of
cool
my best friends. I love him. There's nothing else to say about Diddy. Everybody knows I love Diddy, man.
Oh, you ain't gonna say it. Diddy's like, you better not talk about him.
No, it's not even that.
Better not.
It's not
Have you
even
been
that.
threatened?
It ain't even got nothing to do with that. Everybody know I got respect for Diddy. I love Diddy. Everybody try to come at Diddy. Why am I make it harder for my mans, yo? I love my mans.
But when I interviewed Aubrey O'Day, she told me that basically like Diddy's team was offering her money not to do the interview.
Wow. No.
Have you had those conversations?
No.
Like, hey, don't mention me on No Jumper and I'll give you.
No.
No?
Hell no.
Give you some pussy.
You know I tell you. You know I will tell you.
I don't know that.
Right, because P. Diddy be wanting to party, and you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no.
Count out loud. Huh? 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41.
Yo, what the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's playing conscious with me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over frosted flakes, and we're streaming loud. That was stupid. That was fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Right, because P. Diddy be wanting to party, and you gotta tell him no.
Man. Puff like to party.
Right, because P. Diddy be wanting to party, and you gotta tell him no. You got to tell.
You gotta tell him no.
You got to tell him no. You got to tell him no.
Buddy, my baby bro, we here. Tomorrow it's time. It's time. What you gonna do to that thing, man? Yeah, they better tune in. They better tune in. Let's go.
You've been to some crazy parties, I'm sure. What's the strangest interaction you've had at a party that is like, what's happening right now?
I remember I was lit. I just started dancing with Paris Hilton. I was like, this is kind of
That is kind of nuts. What song was playing?
I don't even know. It was one of those nights.
Yeah, okay, all right. You've been to some.
You're out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. I back it down from what I said. And God loved me. You understand? They hit me. Gap, Adidas, all that away. Still, Forbes, who hate me, right? Had to write net worth 400 million. Jesus is king. God loved me.
Yeah, I've been in attendance. I've been in attendance. Hey, what the fuck you smirking for?
How you saying that?
I've been in attendance.
He just asking regular
That's all
questions.
I said. That's all I said. I said I've been in attendance. I have been in attendance.
We never been. We just asked him.
We just
Yeah. Yeah, I had fun. Yeah, I mean, it was a party. I wouldn't at one of them parties.
We didn't say that about what party you talking about?
I've been in attendance at a puff party. You know what I'm saying? I've been in attendance. Yeah, I went. Yeah.
Okay.
But I
Yeah, I don't know which party. The party I went to, it was girls just turn up, you know what I'm saying? The regular, you know what I mean? Other celebrities and shit, yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Anybody come visit you?
Like what?
I don't know.
Y'all set me up there. What type of visitor, brother? What we talking about? Like, what y'all?
No, I'm just saying.
Nah, I ain't never had nothing like that. Everybody came to the door. I knew.
Not one of them parties, y'all smiling too hard.
I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want to do, whenever, however the fuck I want to do it. You know why? Because I'm the freest nigga in the world. End of discussion.
Not no more.
Well, Diddy's going
That didn't age well.
through a lot right now. You posted that video of him with the hair.
If Diddy would have just told the people the truth from the beginning, he would have had to pay Cassie. He would have had the community behind him. Diddy's bisexual.
How do we know he's bisexual?
Okay, check this out, Jason.
I mean, I don't know. My show used to be on about Ever Touch Me.
I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
You telling me Diddy ain't bisexual?
I've never slept with him.
That's what I asked you. Are you telling me right now they will take everything you've made and reduce you to zero or give you $1 trillion? It's one or the other. It's gonna happen. And they say, Jason, is Diddy bisexual?
Do you think Meek Mill?
Meek Mill got hit.
From Diddy?
Hit, don't run.
Or maybe it was just a Ciroc on a sunny day.
And Chris Brown's manager,
who's now dating Monica.
They're in the backyard, and 2 other people. Diddy rolls up. Yo, Playboy, you need to come out that shirt, show him what you're working with.
No, he did not say that.
You know what Ant said?
What?
And I'll beat your mother. Who you think you playing with? You got up.
Ant said that to Puff?
Damn sure did.
Wait, did that come out somewhere? How did you find out? So Ant threatened to beat up Diddy?
Listen, did what he's supposed to did as a heterosexual man. You don't know what to do when you've been violated by another man, then you might like that.
Oh my God. I'm telling y'all, it's crazy out here.
Yeah, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna wear this hair in Toronto.
What?
When I get to
The cop said he was.
I don't want any girl to think that.
I don't think.
No, but you are putting me in it. So I'm gonna speak on it. I don't think that it's right for anybody to hit anybody at the end of the day, you know. And I don't think it's right. You know, I think that we all have to be honest with ourselves as adults. And people have been in relationships, you know. We know sometimes those relationships get ugly, you know, and sometimes it doesn't come out into the forefront the way this one has come out. And it's a lot of stones being thrown, and we don't know exactly what's going on. These are 2 young individuals. We need to pray for them, and we need to give certain support, but you don't need to start just saying that you know something that you don't know. You wasn't in that car. I wasn't in that car, and it isn't right for him to put his hands on her or her to put his hands on him. And we don't know what the problem is, but we need to pray for them, and we need to do things to support them. And that's all I want to say about it.
I agree with you. I want to support them. Here's how I'm going to help you now.
Look at how you're looking.
We take a break and do it afterwards?
Can we dance?
Yes.
I would like to
Take a
dance.
Go ahead, Diddy. Yeah, go ahead, Diddy. Diddy was mad as hell she brought that up. He was mad as hell she brought that up and put him into that Chris Brown Rihanna. That was Chris Brown and Rihanna thing. So he was mad, and that's why he was sticking up for Chris Brown. CB, his boy. Yeah, he was sticking up for CB. CB has been his boy. He rolled with him. See, when everybody rolled against Chris Brown, Diddy was the only celebrity standing 10 toes down with Chris Brown. %. Hey. Everybody else said nothing. Oh, that was all Mo Diddy stuff. That's how the Diddy man worked. Why he didn't tell Jay-Z to stand down? They finally sent me my hard copy, LL Cool J out. The Force. Cool J, cool J, J. Yeah, he gonna rock with CB. Why wouldn't he rock with CB? That's his man. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to ride with your homie. That's the way I see it. So the poll is in the chat. Is Diddy innocent? Yes or no? Do you believe the Diddy man is innocent? Even though I got Apple Plus, I always buy LL out. That ain't gonna stop. No, y'all wanted to keep going?
This entertainment
I
shit.
don't know how serious it got. Like, it was legit crazy scary. I was waking up in the morning and the first thing I was doing is popping pills. You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you try to get in contact with me, through all my...
There once was a time when a baby-faced Justin Bieber has been hanging out with Diddy for 48 hours. And while the music mogul claimed they couldn't disclose what they would be doing, it feels like we already know the truth. The rumors has it that the feds discovered something utterly disgusting while checking the evidence they have captured in Diddy's mansion. And in one particular footage, he was doing some quite illegal with Justin. It seems like the music mogul didn't have enough time to destroy all the explosive footage, and he's now knee-deep in legal drama, similar to R. Kelly. The whispers about him using fresh talent for his own sick pleasure, pretending he was like a wise mentor or something, crumbled as the feds have watched hours of videotapes and found something that explained Justin's broken soul.
It's just not going to be good. I'm not going to be able to make it through that. And it's just, it won't work.
This horrible, intimate connection between Diddy and his protege is nothing new. Yet, before the feds uncovered the videos, these were nothing but stories. In the past, there were whispers about the sick times when a teenage usher used to live under Diddy's roof for almost a year. And later, several strange footage of young Justin Bieber being offered a car for his 16th birthday by a 4-year-old music mogul resurfaced.
As soon as you turn 16, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this every time you come in. Yeah, this will be yours.
The whole story of Diddy being into intimate activities with much young male artists is about to blow into a criminal saga. And get this, Justin himself tried to hint about being the victim of this whole music business in his 2020 documentary, Justin Bieber, Next Chapter. The baby hitmaker opened up about the struggles of his early career, and namely his mentorship by Puffy. Like, man, is this pain ever going to go away? It was so consistent. The pain was so consistent. I was just suffering, right? So I'm just like, man, I would rather not feel this than feel this. The singer's mental health problems are nothing new for his fans. And apparently, the whispers about him being deeply mistreated and taken advantage of by some of the industry bigwigs are truthful. There's a footage with Diddy is seen standing alongside 15-year-old Justin as he tells viewers how he can't really disclose what they will be doing as they spend 48 hours together. Diddy, who was 40 at the time, then claimed how he had been given custody of Justin, just like with Usher.
With me, so and we gonna go full crazy.
Going crazy.
But if you think that Justin was having a blast with Diddy, having the time of his life, and picking up some music tips, in fact, it seems like a creepy experience for a young man, especially when it was discovered that Diddy gave Justin an expensive car at the end of their weekend together. In July 2010, when Bieber was gifted a Lamborghini by Diddy for his 16th birthday, just 3 months after passing his driving test, no one asked a single question, yet this generous gesture is raising a lot of eyebrows amidst the legal drama and the secret life that Sean Combs have been living all these decades. With some of the victims of his mistreatment coming forward, it's clear that there are many who haven't spoken yet, and judging by the signs, the baby singer is among one of them.
You feel like people have taken advantage of you in the past? Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, people take advantage, of course.
Diddy's rise to fame has come with tons of heavy accusations, like mistreating his artists, trafficking, and even being implicated in the demises of other rappers. But guess what? With the new evidence of him being allegedly intimate with Justin and Usher, it's like a new storm of allegations, and things might change soon for worse. As Justin himself revealed, the industry was a vile place for a young boy. It's like this ongoing cycle of hurt people. I was just this young kid. And oh, the drama doesn't stop there. Jaguar Wright has been reportedly working closely with the cops and dropped major bombs.
Well, then he goes to Psycho Town. Now, let me fill in what this hack job is, because this is a hatchet job right here. Let me fill in the blanks. Now, what Justin Bieber's talking about is all the things that was happening to him after the fact. Once he started hanging out with people like Little Twist. Diddy is not his mentor. Diddy had him for a weekend while Usher had something to do. Usher was his mentor. The same way he mentored Usher, Usher was his mentor. Justin Bieber was signed with Usher. So he was eating off all those Justin Bieber albums back then. That was his protege. So Justin Bieber, who I was around during the time, I know firsthand because Justin Bieber was around us. When Justin Bieber was young, he was hanging out with us and the Money Team. Floyd Mayweather and the Money Team. So he was constantly around us. So we saw him a lot. See, that's Beat right there on the wall. JB was rolling around with us. We had to watch it. And Scooter Braun and all this. So he was hanging around a bunch of fighters. Go get your LL Cool J out. Mine just came through the man. Now, getting back to the program, just to clarify some things. His problem with drugs didn't start until he started messing around with people like Little Twist. Little Twist influenced his mind and started taking him off the rails. He started thinking the rules didn't apply to him. No, do you? Good, then go find you some. Now, Oh yeah, don't forget to donate to the Cash App on the Super Chat works. My Cash App is Carcino. As soon as this guy came in here and said, please don't get this guy money. That's right. Make sure you hit that Cash App up and think about that guy right there while you're doing it. When you Super Chat, think about that guy right there in that text message. As he has now left the building and will not be coming back. Bye, ASAP's Fable the second. Maybe the third to come in here with a better attitude. Probably is an ex-business partner. I had to fire one. It's these people that's from Canada that owe me money, and I believe they have connections to Drake. And I mean, I don't know why Drake want me to pursue this, but I think he wants to kind of like leave me the hell alone. Yeah, everybody's going to dive into it now. No, Justin Bieber's problem started in his house between his mother and father. Mm-hmm. Ah, man, I've been told people, if you're on my Patreon, you already saw what's going on here. No. Justin Bieber's father, Jack, is a mess. Once the mom said, Jack, you take over, that's when the problems start. Jack don't treat him like a son. He treat him like his homeboy. And his father had a problem with weed. He smoked a lot and almost got Justin in trouble. They had to dump weed out the plane window while they were landing. Yeah, his father was a mess. Diddy was barely around Justin Bieber, to be honest. He didn't really spend a lot of time around Usher. Scooter Braun was around Justin Bieber like 24/7. So Scooter Braun is the guy that was around
Show you
Justin.
something.
Scooter Braun
My
was
grand plans are front-page news.
we were around Justin more than Floyd Mayweather was, more than Diddy was. He was around us. And Scooter Braun, his security, us, and Justin Bieber. I told you what happened in Orlando with Justin Bieber. He had a show, a concert out there in Orlando. We out there in the hotel on the top floor. It's packed. Like, it's surrounded, basically, in the front. All the girls, they sleeping outside the hotel. He's staying at, hoping they get to see Justin Bieber. This was at the height of, Bieber fever, whatever. Are you a believer and all that? It was crazy. So they got all these people downstairs lined up. Scooter Braun comes up in there and he has to make a run. So and I told you, those new Segways or whatever, those Steinways, those things everybody used to get on when they first came out back in like 2006, 2007. So I done told y'all about this story before, but for some people that might be new here it is. So Justin Bieber gets one. He wants it so bad. He gets that Steinway or whatever Segway thing. He's going back and forth. And he gets it as a gift. And he wants to go downstairs and ride it outside. It's like, Justin, you can't ride this outside. Okay? You can't do it. There's no way you're going to be allowed to do it. Just go. It's like it's crazy amount of people outside. There's no way we can get you to go do it. He's like, no, I'm gonna keep a hoodie on. They won't see me. It's like, dude, no, because there's no way we'll be able to stop that, and somebody will get hurt, somebody will get crushed, and it'll be all your fault, and Scooter Braun will fire all of us. So, and I'm just like, what are we supposed to do here? Because we was there with Floyd, and then Floyd went somewhere. We stuck here with Justin Bieber. We babysitting? What the hell are we doing here? So Scooter Braun left. He had something to take care of, and it's like, I'll be back, this and that. All of a sudden, Justin Bieber was allowed to ride on the floor, on that hotel floor. Just ride around in a circle. They was like, you can ride this thing up here. Just ride it around in a circle. Because the way the hotel is, it's like one big square. You can just ride it around on the top floor. Just go down the room, down the halls. So next thing you know, you don't hear nothing. You don't hear the sound of it. Normally you can hear it. So I'm like, all right, cool. And next thing you know, you don't hear nothing. So everybody hit the hallway. Justin is gone. He had got on a service elevator, not the public elevator, the service elevator. He got on one of those, went downstairs, and went outside on it, out the service entrance. And he's on a Segway, outside, riding. No security, nobody. My Cash App is not coming up. Of course it is. It's Karceno. It's right there. Mm-hmm. So here it is. We go over there. Oh no, I'm not security. We was down there with Floyd, and this just ended up happening. Floyd and them had something to do. We were just still, because we all run together, and Justin Bieber used to just follow us around. So we all sitting up there at the hotel room. He got a show to do. I guess Floyd's going to the show. I didn't go to the show. I went to the club. I didn't go to no Justin Bieber concert. So we just there waiting. I'm waiting on Floyd and them to get back because I got my own room. I'm going to the Taboo. That's the club I was going to. Yeah, on Church Street. So that's where I was going, in Orlando. Now, they had the place called the Blue Something out there in Orlando. That club was nice. And in Florida, it's just an entirely different mentality. Everything is an essay over there. I mean, you can have a drink in your hand, they'll just snatch you up on the floor and start dancing with you. I swear, that's just how it is. You don't ask no girl to dance or nothing like that. I swear. I had to learn that lesson. I was like, hey, how you doing? You know, introducing myself. They like, you doing too much talking. This guy just came and grabbed up. Dun, 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 dun. I'm like, does he know her or something? He just literally grabbed this chick, no talking, no nothing, and start dancing. The Blue Lounge. It might be the Blue Lounge. It might be that. And man, I was like, all right, now I'm gonna try this out. And if somebody say something, I'm gonna be pissed. I grabbed the chick and started dancing with her, didn't say one word. And I was like, okay, so that's how it works out here. It's as crazy as hell. Okay. Thanks, Shirley. Yeah, so they had oh man, they had back to the Bieber story. So he's outside on the Segway. So everybody, security panic, everybody running downstairs asking where did he go. Somebody said he got on the service elevator with that thing and they went out there. They was like, we gotta find him for Scooter Brown finds out. Scooter gonna kill everybody. So he goes ahead, man. Everybody, they got the van, they boom, riding around. And what happened is some fan saw him. It was like, that's Justin Bieber. And it was like, he's in the back, he's outside, it's Bieber. And it was like a swarm of people was coming his way. He got so nervous, he almost fell off the damn Segway, got it going. That thing ain't going fast enough. And the battery is dying. And it's dying out on him. And then it just, he's done. He's completely done. So he had to drop it and run. So now he's dropping it and it's running. And I'm like, it's a bunch of people running that way. I'm like, they see him. I'm like, we got to get around that corner. So we running lights, the whole nine. And then I was like, there you go. And this is, they see him running, man. They was on his ass too, boy. He was gonna get caught. And we pulled a van. We was like, it grabbed him. He was like, what don't forget my Segway. It was like, man, F that. We out of here. Go, go, go. They left that Segway thing in there. That was the funniest thing ever. He like, put the Segway. Let's go get that Segway thing. No. You going back to the room and you ain't coming out. So yeah, that was just a young kid doing what young kids want to do, run out and just don't be thinking. And it's like, dude, do you understand what's going on outside? No, it was supposed to be a short video. Y'all made it turn into a long one. So now they want to go into Diddy's mom's past. Well, Diddy's mom, she grew up around gangsters. So you got to understand that. That was her lifestyle. She grew up around gangsters. But for Diddy and his daughters being around Drake, this was back in 2022. So they didn't have really too much going on at the time. I mean, hell, if you look at it, she grew up around gangsters. Mama Janice. Diddy's father is Melvin Combs. He was a Harlem gangster. Now, Diddy is the son of a gangster. And his own gang basically took him out. Sean Combs is a warped human being. From probably drug usage and everything else, it probably warped his mind. But, you know, it is what it is. Drake's innocent this time. This is an innocent photo. I mean, he was... Yeah, Drake was just there to perform. He wasn't there to meet up with Diddy's daughters. It wasn't like that. Diddy was right there with his daughters. So they were in St. Barts for the UNICEF event that they had. So that was arranged, put together, and very talented people, man. And it's just that it gets lost when you get caught into the madness of things. When you start letting in Everybody knew what this was. When he settled, I said, uh-oh, here come everybody. We knew that. If you didn't know that, we said it on the live stream. Ain't nobody said, oh, we predicted this. Anybody could see that. That's common sense. Of course, the feds are gonna be looking at Diddy now because they're gonna take him down because they're told to. Whenever you don't get bail, I'm like, I can't get bail for this. When OJ got bail for a double murder, a double murder, he paid $250,000 and he was at the crib. For a double murder. That's how you know. When they went to go do the actual bond hearing the first time, the black judge, she knew she didn't have the power and didn't want to be the one to blow the whistle. So she was like, I can't go ahead and grant him bail after they done presented a great package. That why wouldn't the prosecution want to accept that and say, okay, we got it. They really are trying to be against me. Mm-hmm. We ain't comparing it. We're comparing the bond hearing. He's a celebrity, just like Diddy was a celebrity, right? He's faced with double murder. 2 white people gone. And his bail, he made bail. His bail was $250,000. He was able to go home for trial. Right? Epstein, $100 million bail. What's his name? All these people getting bail. Spectre, what's his name? Phil Spector, murder. He was out on bail. He got to sleep in his bed and all into the trial. What happened to innocent to proven guilty? Y'all got Diddy guilty into proven guilty. And that's what's wrong with the New York system. There's no way Diddy should be held without bail. No way. People gonna say what they want to say. My whole thing is you can't control what people say. You can only control what's done. Right? What you could do. People gonna say what they want to say. That's just that. You're not a flight risk when you're selling your plane and gave up your passports. So you're not a flight risk. They know he ain't a flight risk. They saying he could threaten witnesses. That was their excuse to try to keep him in jail. It's like, are you kidding? We said we got all these conditions put in place, and y'all still won't even let the man go and to his home and prepare properly for trial. Why? The man that had no criminal records before. As I told y'all, that black judge did not want no smoke. She said, let me go in my chambers and we'll talk about this and make a decision. They went into the chambers and they came back, and what they did was make sure they talked to them people, and they were like, no, we want him in jail. We want him spending time in jail. I mean, but is it really his arrogance or is Hollywood? Because if you think his arrogance is the reason, all of them are like Diddy. If all of them that's in power out there, they all like Diddy. They all got that swagger. They all got that arrogance that I'm too good for this, I'm too good for that. They all got it. It ain't just Diddy. Jay-Z is arrogant. So if Jay-Z is arrogant, everybody else is arrogant in this game. Yeah, a lot of freaky people, weird people, billionaires. Yeah. A plea deal. I believe they're gonna reach they're gonna have some type of agreement where Diddy pleads out to something and they just get some time out of it. Because that's really what they want to do in the situation here is get some type of conviction on Diddy. Absolutely. All they want is some conviction on Diddy. They want something to stick. That way their conviction rate is still high. And they can all move on and do the thing that they want to do. See him being sentenced to 5. It's fair time. So ain't no it ain't that at all. It's fair time. So Yeah, I know. Deborah Crew lives by me. Well, she used to live by me. Deborah Crew is out here where the distillery and all that. That's out here. Did I get my cash out? Let me see. Yep, I did. Thanks, Shirley. Just because that creep said not to donate. See that? Creep, that's what you get. Oh, absolutely. People are very, very into what's going on. Just not on this. Okay, well, what part don't you rock with on this, Twizzo? Let's hear it. What you don't rock with? What part of this disturbs your being? What are we missing that you ain't rocking with? Oh, I ain't never ditched an Android. I might have to do a whole round table. I might have to do a live stream where we all up here. So everybody get this. Okay, what is the evidence they got against Diddy? You said there's much evidence. Where is it? You said there's much evidence. There isn't much evidence. We haven't seen any. Where's the evidence? Baby oil?
You're looking so cute.
It's on video. What video?
AI.
They saying they got video of a freak off. Okay, when's a freak off been a crime? Does the video show people doing stuff out of their wheel?